What's up, everybody? Roast Battle League Commissioner Pat Barker here. Wanted to hit you guys with some tour dates before we get into this week's episode. On March 13th, we will be at the Tempe Improv in Tempe, Arizona. On March 21st, we continue the California Cup with the quarterfinals at Jam in the Van here in Los Angeles. Those events are invite only, so make sure you're following at Jam in the Van, at Roast Battle to get on that exclusive list. And April 7th, we return to the Comedy Mothership with our first big Austin versus the World event. It's going to be a big one. You don't want to miss it. Keep an eye out for tickets. Now let's get to this week's episode of RBL Weekly. What's up, everybody? RBL Weekly with the final episode of the off season. 1 week from today, we will be back on the air with the first week of the 2024 season. I'm the Roast Battle League Commissioner, Pat Barker. Here, as always, with the host and creator of the Roast Battle, Brian Moses. The season is almost here.
Guys, welcome back to another episode of Bad Friends. We can't wait to kick off this new season in Melbourne tonight.
In Melbourne.
Yeah, March 1st. It's like the new year, right? Australia always gets the first.
Yeah, the official, they're running a show on March 1st, and since they're 24 hours ahead, it's controversial, man. They're running shows when the rest of the states are like, we're not allowed to be running right. Time zones are a motherfucker. But
it's pretty sweet.
Yeah. We kick off tonight in Australia. By the 8th, we will have run shows in the majority of our cities. Couple cities getting late starts, the Bay Area and London not really getting crack until the end of the month. But that first week, we got a lot of stuff going on. We just dropped the full schedule on my Instagram at RBL Commish. Follow me there. Follow at Roast Battle on Instagram if you're not already. I'm excited, man.
This is good. The Bay Area has beef with you right out the gate.
Yep.
They are, you're the Vince McMahon to their, what is it? I guess Jericho? Or everybody, I guess.
We can't give them Austin yet.
I was gonna give them Stone Cold.
We can't give them Stone Cold.
All right.
We can't. They gotta place better than 5th before they can be Austin.
All right, so they're Booker T right now.
Okay, Booker T. That's a solid. That's a Hall of Famer right there.
Bay Area would love to be Booker T.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Bay Area. I love, frankly, how fired up everybody gets by. I said it last week with the MVP odds. Now with like the city, like the division winner odds. Yeah. Now you get entire cities angry at me. I think Barcelona feels disrespected as well.
I did disrespect Barcelona. I think Scotland, with their lack of proper King's English, disrespected them also.
Oh, yeah.
But I would never do that to the Bay Area. I don't know what you were doing. I mean, they came down here and beat the shit out of Southern California.
I mean, the odds are, look, I'm playing odds maker.
Okay.
And if I'm in Vegas, I'm looking at, last season. That's what I have to go on.
All right.
But, they have every right to be mad. They have every right to feel disrespected. Here's what I'll say. Use that chip on your shoulder and win this fucking thing. Win it. The power lies in their hands. You know what I'm saying? Like, I would love, frankly, for the Bay Area to come in, firing this year.
I mean, listen, they're on a Ryan Nesson win streak right now inside that tournament we're having.
Inside the tournament, yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
absolutely.
Let's talk about Ryan Nesson. He's going to a calendar year undefeated, going into the next season undefeated right now. He's playing for the city championship here in a few weeks.
Yep.
Versus who?
Nate Welch.
See? Nasty Nate Welch, who beat you recently.
Yep.
You got the comments upset saying Commish is overrated.
Oh, really? See, I haven't been reading the comments. That hurts.
Don't worry about that.
Why are you passing that on? What the fuck?
I'm starting this off with a bang.
Yeah, dude.
Also, you got, some veterans, some Hall of Famers potentially coming back. Some on the ballot this year Hall of Famers coming back because they want that championship belt.
Yeah.
They saw what Nesson did last year. They don't respect his streak. And they want to see it come down like those towers in 2001.
All right.
Classic roast battle, 9/11 joke.
Boy, that escalated quickly. Nate Welch, deserving of a title shot. Ryan has just as much. There's no fall off with him. There's no hangover period. There's no like, all right, now I'm going to chill. I did everything I could do. It's like, I got to do it twice.
Right.
I need the back to back. So I respect that. And then there are some names, some Hall of Fame level people. People who got inducted. People are coming up to me like, what do I have to do to knock that motherfucker off the pedestal?
Let's go.
Yeah.
Get back in this thing. We're excited.
I love it. There's more interest in LA than there's been in a long time. We are booked out. If you're a new battler, we're booked out like 6 months. Like it's crazy. We're gonna have to start adding more battles just to meet all the demand. So thanks to everybody for all the excitement. I'm excited. New season's about to start. And I didn't know what to do for this last podcast of the offseason. And I'll be honest, I don't have a theme for today. I just kind of reached out to all 16 cities. And I said, hey, if you have a battle from the offseason that you want us to watch, send it my way. And immediately you saw the hunger from the expansion cities.
Okay.
The first, not true. New York was the first. Dan Wicks is like right on the ball. Like before I even hit send, he was like replying. We've seen a lot of New York. We're going to see a lot of New York. I'm taking a week off of New York. But all of the expansion cities sent something in almost immediately. Manchester was filmed pretty poorly, so we're passing on them. But we have the three other expansion cities, and then two cities who feel like they have something to prove, who frankly are looking for a little redemption from last week. Barcelona, who you said in the open you feel like you disrespected a little bit. And Australia, who I don't even know if they watched. I have no idea what time they're on over there, but they sent in a battle as well. So a chance for redemption for Barcelona and Australia on this episode, and another look at our three newest cities outside of Manchester in this episode. Let's just watch some battles and get hyped for the season. The first one comes to us from Montreal, personal favorite of yours. This is Michelle Forrester versus Jason Houle. I hope I'm saying that last name right. Michelle versus Jason, Montreal. Here it is.
Yeah, you're first.
I'm first, yeah. So Jason was raised by a depressed single dad. Jason's the first lab baby created from the remains of his mom's abortion. His mom then went on to remarry a fighter so she could be inspired to save lives, not end them.
At least one of us has a good relationship with their father. Michelle looks like a hot girl that's having an allergic reaction to shellfish. Like, you have the voice of a phone sex operator and the body of a phone sex operator.
Thank you, Tarzan the Rape Man. Jason likes to paint miniatures in his spare time. Painting miniatures is what he calls period sex.
It's disgusting.
Michelle has very cute dimples. Well, they're not real dimples. She's just sucked so much dick for stage time, it's just stuck like that.
More stage time than you. Jason's a barista, so he's no stranger to medium roasts. Jason grinds coffee beans the same way he has sex, loudly while an ass man tells him what to do.
Thank you, yassified Rosie O'Donnell.
Thank you, homeless Scott Disick.
Someone Google that for me real quick.
I don't know that one.
Kardashian
It's good. Google it.
Okay.
It's a good one.
On Michelle's Just for Laughs New Faces YouTube video, the top comment says, "Don't quit your day job." And I agree. She has a very important day job. She teaches inner city kids bulimia.
Saving lives, okay? Jason looks like a gay lumberjack whose only related skills are getting split open by morning wood. The only axe Jason owns gets sprayed on his balls while a guy named Chester counts the rings on his asshole. It's a really good joke, actually. It's very smart.
29. All right, well, cool. Thank you, Ariana Mucho Grande. In Michelle's own words, she was cover my drink at the club hot, which I think is sad because now men only drug her drinks to get out of having sex with her. The last time she said me too was when her friend ordered garlic fries.
Oh, good. Good. Delicious. Very delicious snack. Jason shit his pants on the football field when he was 11. That was the year they banned handicap mascots.
Thank you, Jenna Ortega. Michelle is a comic fucker, and I think her vagina is a lot like Europe. I've never been, but I know in my 30s I'll check it out.
Literally never. Literally never. You wish.
Literally in 5 years.
Literally never.
I'm saying I don't know too much about Michelle, but I'm pretty sure after this roast she's going to text me asking what we are.
What we are is you're my opener.
Nice.
Well, it's funny. It's funny you bring it up for another one.
Done?
Go
ahead.
I have a quick retort to your retort. Remember that funny YouTube comment? That wasn't the only one. She did another Just for Laughs YouTube video where the top comment, because she was wearing a leather something, the top comment was, "Leather clothing is a privilege, not a right." These are all by me, by the way.
You look like the third guy on the Evolution poster. Micro-Magnon.
Okay. All right. Had a chance to get out on a huge moment, but just can't resist. You see that a lot in roast battle where somebody's like, hang on.
It's very Montreal of them. Oh, I have a point. I retort to your retort.
She obviously that the off the cuff haymaker at the end.
Oh, that became a real fight at the end.
Yeah.
That was fun.
Yeah.
That's why I love this city. I feel like if they're like that every episode, if they're gonna get a battle in the top 5 every week, Montreal's my pick for that division.
Well, yeah, if they get a top 5 every week, they've
been doing pretty well. I mean, they're impressing the fuck out of me.
I really like this battle. I liked Jason's material a lot. If I have one critique, you can't call a girl bulimic and fat in back-to-back jokes.
Well, he said teaching, didn't he? Said like you
those who can't do.
Yeah.
All right, fair. All right, I'll rescind that point then.
Yeah,
fair enough.
Michelle was doing poetry during her battle, though. I thought was different.
Yeah. Michelle had a couple of the Scott Disick thing. I didn't get. I'll take your word for it. That's
a really good reference.
Really good.
Yeah, Kardashians. I mean, like billions of people are watching this. Pack, jump on board.
Yeah, I'm good. I'm gonna pass on that.
All right, but that was a good one.
She killed it at the end. He was more consistent, probably the whole way through. Also, I had I caught the vibe of like, and I don't want to put anything on anybody, but it felt like his jokes about her looks were hitting her.
Yes, she'd never heard that before, evidently.
Yeah.
She's like, wait a minute.
And that's an advantage that guys have over women in the roast battle.
Yeah.
Because we are so used to just like, it doesn't matter what anyone thinks that we look like. You know what I mean?
I mean, I come in here dressed crazy every time we do this.
Yeah, you're pretty toned down today.
Yeah, it's an early one, Pat.
Yeah, 10 a.m. It's a little too early for you to be throwing together
my Brian Fellows greatest hits.
Yeah, but that's the thing where like if I battle and someone calls me ugly, I'm just like, okay, what is that? Yeah, why don't you say something that's actually insulting? But if you're a woman, especially like an attractive woman,
right,
and a guy calls you ugly and people laugh at it. That's something that we saw in the last California Cup, by the way. Like, if a woman is even, like, not even a woman, this isn't gender specific, but if somebody is slightly overweight in the roast battle world, they're the fattest thing to ever walk. And, like, those jokes still hit. So you can be, like, Michelle is a perfectly reasonably attractive woman.
Yeah, and clearly she thought so too.
Yeah.
Because when those hit her, she was like, nobody's ever said this about me.
And when you have that moment of like reaction, when the crowd is like laughing and you're like, oh, does everybody feel this way?
Yeah.
Shit, I didn't know.
And I got to say this just for like anybody who does comedy. This whole, bookers who are have people suck their dicks for stage time. Listen, there's a lot of gay men out there, all right, or bisexual men, or just men who like to suck dick. If that was the case, there'd be a lot more bisexual and gay men out there openly who are out of the closet, getting more stage time. Why is it just like 1 or 2 women every time just like, oh, she's sucking dick for stage time? What about these 80 guys over here?
That's a good point.
Just saying.
That's a good point.
Yeah. There's a lot of, yeah. Anyway.
I didn't know where you were going with that. I thought you were about to be like, hey, bookers, you don't have to get your dick sucked exclusively by women.
No.
I did the Jim Halpert look into the camera because I was like, I don't know what the fuck, where this is going.
I just think the logic is off is what I'm saying. Just if you've been to a mic or a show, it's usually like every girl who gets on, they're like, oh, she's sucking dick. I'm like, what
That's
about
true.
these 5 guys over here? Are they not sucking dick too?
That's a good point. Nobody ever, equality.
Yeah.
We have to start questioning bad male comics too. How are they getting up there? Because they have a mouth.
I'm going to
as
start
well.
saying that. Yeah.
Yeah, I like
that guy
that.
must have sucked his dick
It's
to
very
get on.
progressive of you.
Thank you. The more you know.
Let's move to another one of our new cities now here in the States, and this is a fun battle between the two I think they have like a whole team in Cleveland, like 4 or 5 people running and hosting and everything.
They all look like that too.
And they all look like this.
Joe
yes.
List and H. Foley.
These are two of the guys. I spent a lot of time talking to these guys when we were considering Cleveland for inclusion into the league. 2 of the guys who run the show over there. This is Chris Paul versus Kyle Honhorst. Let's check it out.
So back when we started the show, I had a different co-host. He was called Ryan DePerna, and he quit the show to focus on being a bloated drunk. And then we brought on Kyle, because I said, hey guys, get us a man that can do both.
And we all booked the show. Thanks for coming out. Make some noise for yourselves. Thank you. It's a new home. We're going to be here every last Saturday. Chris Paul looks like how crystal meth smells. His pronouns are PU.
Meth doesn't smell bad.
Yes, he does. He knows.
Kyle's loved football ever since he was a kid, because he heard someone refer to the football as a pigskin.
Chris picks up dead bodies for a living and sucks their dicks for fun.
There you go.
Seriously, Chris is bisexual, and it's the only time that he can get a man stiff.
Kyle looks like Captain America started using a shield to scoop cream cheese down his gullet.
Yeah.
Chris Farley Evans. Eating a ham down by the river.
He's not wrong. Chris has an album called Apocalypse Now. Yeah, don't listen to it. Because after listening to it, you'll want to lick the floor of a Wuhan what are they called? Wet markets. God damn. He's not going to beat me anyways because then I fucked that up. That's fine.
Kyle delivers free food to school children who can't afford it because he just wants to be the person he needed every day last week.
That's good. That's good stuff.
Shit, I stay eating, dude. What are you talking about? Yeah, just like his album. Chris loves making shitty puns with his last name, and his arrest record is no different. If you look it up, he's got a charge for drug possession, indecent exposure, and rape.
Yeah.
It doesn't even make sense.
What is that
We
gorilla?
make a lot of jokes about Kyle's weight, and that's fair. But we overlook that he's also a real dumb drunk.
It's true. I'm very stupid. Like I said earlier, Chris carries around dead bodies for a living. A skill he picked up co-hosting this show with Jeremy Shear. Fuck you too, bitch.
Chris is very strong.
What's about to happen, and we're not going to watch it, is 3 minutes of confusion as to whether or not they did 5 jokes.
Oh, why?
The host literally like arguing off stage with, no, you haven't. And then he literally runs through all 5. I will say this for you. You often forget how many jokes there are.
Always.
But you never make it that awkward. So Nicely done.
You just have to let the show keep going. But shout out the Cleveland host for doing what roast battle hosts do, for getting the joke count. It's hard because there's rebuttals, there's the off the cuff stuff. You know, guys are especially in Cleveland. That was tough. I didn't even know it was 5 jokes. It was like 7 jokes or something.
Yeah,
I would have just let them that's done. But shout out Cleveland. They're just like Montreal. They have a really ball busty style. They know each other. Chris Paul and Kyle, something hard to pronounce last name.
Yeah,
very white college basketball player names.
Yeah, Kyle Haor is definitely a guy who like won some sort of trophy with Gonzaga.
Yeah,
and then
definitely.
never panned out in the NBA.
Real Wichita State, Mid-American Conference name.
By the way, when you were looking at that painting behind the stage, at one point, I almost answered, not even as a joke, just seriously. You said, who is that gorilla? And I looked at my notes and almost said, oh, that's Kyle. I know. I didn't. That's why I didn't say it. I caught myself, but it's too funny not to share. Good stuff. Good stuff out of Cleveland, man. Those guys clearly friendship vibes and all that. Also understanding like the mechanics of the roast joke. Kyle's classic thing about Chris's puns with his last name and ending it with the misdirect. The last one doesn't have a pun and it's just the word rape is like textbook.
Very well done.
Yeah, really, really good. And the reference to first of all, I love Chris coming out hot with like, I used to host this show with this other guy, but he's a fucking drunk asshole or whatever. Like that was intense.
That's great.
Yeah. 2 seconds into the video, you have my attention.
Well, they're ready. They're willing to go there. I like a really vulnerable, just like communal type of roast battle community. I guess they really go in with each other. I love that. Let's go. New York vibes, ball busty, Montreal. That's good. That's good shit.
Yeah, absolutely. And then at the end, and you see this a lot with the new cities. Like so many of the jokes are about like people in the room. And then they realize, all right, we're playing to a bigger audience now. Mm-hmm. Like we're going to be on the podcast and everything. You're going to see probably less of that. I feel like every new city I go through, like half of the jokes are like really inside baseball. I didn't know what the last thing meant, but
isn't that kind of like the bones of what a roast is, though?
It is, absolutely. But that's part of the adaptation. That's part of the thing that I find really interesting when a new city comes in and slowly they start to realize like, oh, this shit might not play to like a national audience, because that goes into like your joke writing. You got to think about who your audience is. And you graduate from the audience is the 30 people in this room to the thousands of people who are going to watch it online. So I just find that, I'm not criticizing it at all. I just find that process to be cool. Interesting. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like it's growth, it's evolution. Yeah, it's fun to watch. It's
Absolutely.
Like a baby, You're like, oh, look at now, they can walk.
Yeah, exactly.
We'll probably cut that part, right?
Cleveland can finally, they can walk. They can walk. That was an inspirational message. And let's move to our other American city. Now, this is before I had a chance to really talk to Atlanta and break down some of the mechanics. They were running these 3-round battles. Every battle they were doing 3 rounds. And we finally talked and I was like, I think that's a bit much. So they're going to go to the 1-round format. But this is a 3-round battle we're about to watch, and it features one of my new favorite roast battle characters in the entire cinematic universe.
Whoa.
I saw this guy and I was like, this man is a psychopath and I need more of him in my life.
New digits?
Someday this will have to be the matchup. Digits versus Patrick Dalton. In this battle, he's going up against a guy named Jay Badani. This is Jay Badani versus Patrick Dalton from Atlanta. Here it is.
Let's roast!
Patrick looks like Peter Parker if the spider bite just gave him cancer.
Still climb on walls, bitch. Jay, I would like to tell you humbly and in confidence and between friends that you sweaty. And you dress like you about to do a heist at a gas station. Oh, the irony.
Oh, shit. I'm in love.
Yeah, right?
Patrick keeps his Amber Alerts on just to scope out the competition.
Yo.
Outstanding.
Hey, keep your friends close, your enemies closer.
Hey.
You know what I'm saying? I don't know what the fuck going on. Give it up for Slumdog 100 there.
Classic.
He take really good notes. I could be here. I could be watching the All-Star game right now instead of doing this. Y'all don't know about that, but Jay a lot like the All-Star game because it would be just as disappointing and anticlimactic, and he can't get it up.
All right.
We gay lovers.
Patrick is so fucking dirty, you have to open up his laptop with a crowbar. I'm gonna take my own life.
Thank you so much. Give it up for Jay. He had to ask his mom if he could come here tonight.
You were there.
No, I know I was there.
You were there.
Was there.
You saw me ask her. You saw me ask her.
I
You
was
act like you
there.
weren't fucking there.
I was there.
He was there. He was in my mom's
there.
guts. He was in my mom's
there.
guts.
I was.
He's my stepfather. He was there. I'm gonna see him after the show.
I am.
He's my new papa now.
I am.
He's my new papa now.
Okay, we're just gonna cut that off there. All right. I might have gone on forever. Who's ready for a second round of the main event? All right, let's roast.
Is it me first? Patrick looks like he knows where to find the nearest plasma clinic.
It's not far.
Unhealthy.
It's not far from here. Yeah, for Jay, he built like a coat rack made for little people. He's still sleeping in a race car bed, and he got here on somebody's bike pedals.
Patrick looks like if John Wick shot heroin.
It does look like that.
Yep.
Yeah, the way y'all reacted to that really fucked up my whole. Give it up for Aziz. I'm sorry, everybody.
Motherfucker.
I saw Jay in the bathroom tonight practicing high fives in the mirror. Jay still haunted by the regret of calling his teacher mom. And he still wear Heelys.
Patrick looks like he never leaves the house without a yo-yo.
That's good.
I should have brought my yo-yo.
For real, bro. I texted you to fucking bring it.
I knew I should have brought
I told you, bring two fucking yo-yos for the show, you fucking
I know
asshole.
We did talk about it. Give it up for Jay. He get really good notes. Most people that know Jay know this about Jay. Jay is a stand-up comedian who says the R word in public and brings up 9/11 more than Fox News. So he is a disappointment to his family, but as his father says, at least he's still a Republican.
Roll Tide. Roll Tide. Can't nothing about the Tide.
The R word is retard. That's the one. So let's roast.
Patrick looks like he would offer to suck your dick for cocaine at a house party last May. I didn't fucking forget.
That shit's a secret. That's what we call a secret. Y'all got me fucked up. Jay looked like the first time that he masturbated, he called the police. Like, Officer, what is this mess? You the only one I trust. Jay a snitch. He tried to sell me cocaine, called the cops. I gotta go to prison tomorrow. This who you want as your local congressman?
He's fucking great.
Yeah.
Patrick's dad is Larry Bird and his mom is a loose cigarette.
I I gotta do something about my appearance. This is too fucking funny for y'all. What you need to do is chill the fuck out. That's what the fuck you need to do. How about this? Jay, you built like a Burger King chicken fry.
I should have brought the chicken fries too, bro. Yo. Patrick is half white and half Puerto Rican, so he's probably just gonna cut himself. I can go more racist if you want.
We know you can. We know you can, Jay.
Slumdog 100 it, bro.
It racist. Give it up for motherfucking super bad Lonnie, motherfucking Indian McLovin looking motherfucker. Now here's what I will do. I will say that most people that know Jay knows that he has HPV. And that is half Pakistani vibes.
That's so dumb. I love that so much. That's so dumb.
So fucking give it up.
Give it up, I guess. That's the end of that third round.
Holy shit.
That gets a round of applause from me, man.
Big time.
Jay and Patrick. Oh, man. Oof. If Harold and Kumar were Jay and Silent Bob, that was perfect.
The crossover we never knew we needed.
I didn't know I needed that at all. That was like bad AI mashup. Yeah. Harold and Kumar and Jay and Silent Bob.
Jay and Kumar. Holy fuck, dude. That was it was outstanding. First of all, before we get to Patrick, Jay in each round had one joke that was fucking outstanding.
Yes.
And I lost track of what they were because I was just laughing too hard at everything. But as a joke writer, that dude is the truth. He's really, really good.
No, I think it was the third round. It was Jay's dad is Larry Bird and his mom is a loose cigarette.
Oh my God. Yeah. Yeah. That one was incredible. I also loved, he looks like he would offer to suck your dick for cocaine at a house party last May. The way that one unfolded, was really good. And whatever his second joke was in the first round, I just remember it being outstanding. That guy can write some jokes. He's going to be a problem in this thing.
Jay is a problem. He's got David Rodriguez from Bay Area vibes.
Yeah, very sort of like Silent Assassin kind of thing. Yeah.
But the way they played with each other, almost like a two-man, comedy duo at the end of every round.
Oh my God.
I've never seen anything like that.
No.
I really appreciated that.
Yeah.
And Patrick, we'll get to Patrick, but man, Jay, I can't wait to see more of you, my brother. That was well done.
Kudos to Jay. This is the kind of battle that, because we have a whole committee that ranks these things once the season starts. This is the kind of battle that would be number one on half the ballots and not even on half of the other ballots because they'd be like, that was just nonsense. It's like a preference thing. I don't even know how to rank that battle. The joke writing from Jay was good. Patrick, obviously, the joke writing, I would say, is not his strong suit. But
oh, man.
Who cares?
Oh, he's so fun.
The most entertained I've been in a while by a battle. I was just I was dying. And to keep that momentum up for 3 rounds and just be that funny the entire time was...
Everything rolls off. He's in on every joke. The chemistry that I think he just gets that from his opponent. It's just everybody just wants to just vibe with him. And you can't really beat him. You go along with the ride with him and you have some jokes like Jay does in between. And just hopefully, that's where the cards lie with the judges. But man, I can't say enough good things about that battle.
Yeah, it was just so good, man. If you told me there'd be a guy who has decent jokes, he looks like The Undertaker, he sounds like Bill Cosby, and he's just fucking weird, I'd be like, that sounds awful. But yet somehow, oh my God, it was just so entertaining. The reality of the Larry Bird thing when he was like, I gotta do something about my appearance.
Oh, fuck. It's almost like if Danny Brown was a stand-up comic, that's what I feel like he would be.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was just, because he's so weird, he's so eclectic, he's off kilter, but he's just, that's so much fun, man. I really love that shit. You ever see, was it the Squidbillies?
Yeah.
And the dude with the mullet.
Yeah.
That's Patrick.
I was tears in my eyes during that battle. So kudos to Atlanta. Well done. I hope Patrick battles on every show that you have. Jay too. I want to see a lot more of Jay, but Patrick is going to be one of those characters that's like the funniest thing in the world until we get sick of him.
Right.
You know what I mean? And
Right.
that day will come. But until then, I'm excited for the ride.
I'll keep running that track back. I love that. Was too much fun, bro. I got to see more of that guy.
Yeah, Patrick versus Digits. Set it up.
Oh, you set it up. You're the booker. You're the commish.
It could be the World Championship next year.
Oh, I can't wait to see it.
Who knows?
At the mothership.
Yeah, dude, that was unbelievable. So shout out to Atlanta for that battle. It's so much fun. Really looking forward to seeing what they do this season. Because the like I say, the joke writing, the personality, they kind of have everything. It's just it's a great vibe down there.
Yeah, it's a hell of a dance.
Let's and god damn it, I picked the order at random, and it's like why am I making Barcelona follow that?
Yeah, I mean, we had 3 really good stateside battles, and now we got to go overseas and see what the fuck is up.
I think I did the same thing to them last week. I'm a monster. This is but I want to give this one its due. This is James Regal, who co-runs Barcelona, and had some of their best battles from last season versus Hannah Becker, who, I'll say this about Hannah Becker. I watch so many battles that very few things actually stick with me. And she had what I consider to be a top 5 to 10 joke last year of all the episodes that I saw.
Damn.
And I don't remember all the details, but it was this long thing comparing her opponent to like the automotive industry in Detroit, and it worked on like so many levels. It was really, really good. So these are 2 of my favorites from Barcelona. Apologies for making you follow the insanity that we just saw. But let's get into it. This is James Regal versus Hannah Becker. Here it is.
All right, guys. James looks like he would be in like the Jewish version of Love Actually, right? It'd be called Love. It's not really for me. And it would just be people like complaining the whole time they would never fall in love. But I think James looks so Jewish, like even his chin is circumcised.
Thank you. It's such an honor to be up here roasting my favorite Teletubby. So this is Hannah Becker, everyone's favorite lesbian soccer mum. I feel like Hannah looks like she's been banned from multiple cat shelters.
Yeah, I pat him too hard. Oh, that's really good. That's funny. So James went through a divorce recently. Oh, I know. Yeah, but it's clearly his ex-wife like wanted to upgrade, right? Because instead of someone like cheap, simple, weak, right? She wanted someone who was strong and expensive and complex, right? That's why she left him for a sailboat. Yeah, so she's like, all hands on deck. Oh, wait, no. She's like, all my hands on all the dicks. Yeah, except for James's, right? Because he's just got one hand on dick.
Yeah. No, it's true. She was a total slut. Can't argue with that at all. This is Hannah Becker, everyone. The answer to the question, what would a female paedophile look like?
Oh, shit.
Hannah, actually, her parents sent her to a very prestigious university in the United States, only for her to become a weed-addicted stand-up comedian. I've not seen a promising youth abused that badly since Epstein died.
Shit.
All right, Jew Grant. James, he orders his food from those like meal kit companies where they send you the ingredients and the recipes, right? It's like foolproof, so even a British person can make something that's edible. It's been really eye-opening for James to realize like food comes in so many colors. Amazing. The problem is, like, no matter how much, like, they make it so easy, they give him all the ingredients, they give him the recipe, it's like the food still comes out as bland as his personality. Aww.
Congratulations, Hannah. That's the longest you've ever gone without talking about food. But made it nearly 5 minutes this time. Speaking of food, we now move on to the fat jokes section of the roast. Okay, so Hannah is like the Montserrat mountain. She's big, curvy, and it takes a few hours to get on top of her. Hannah's from New York. The Big Apple was her nickname at school. Speaking of school, Hannah was a math genius at school, which is lucky because most normal people need a supercomputer to calculate her daily calories. Stay with me here. They don't like the fat jokes, it's fine. Do them anyway. Hannah specialised in trigonometry and geometry because she solves all her problems using pi.
That's really good.
That's clever. Yeah.
Great. Thank you, Colin. No Firth skin. And joke's on you, I'm always on top. Hey! Okay, yeah. Oh, yeah. James has, like, the most beautiful cat. Like, she's so beautiful. She's so out of his league. Oh, my God. And she's the best, most consistent pussy that he's ever gotten in his life. And it's just because she doesn't have opposable thumbs to, like, open the door or drive a sailboat, you know?
You can't handle the truth.
I'm a sad, sad man. So Hannah's boyfriend and ex-husband, a Catalan, proving once and for all that Catalans are obsessed with pieces of shit. Hannah's been with her boyfriend for several years, but he actually only comes round once a week because that's how long it takes him to orbit her body mass. That's right, we're still doing fat jokes! We're still in that section! Now, actually, Hannah's relationship is the only long distance she can manage without chest pains.
Last joke.
All right, Alan, circumcised Dickman. Get it? They're all the guys in Love Actually. Get it? It's smart. So James tries to stay youthful by keeping up with the latest technology, right? Like, he has a Fitbit, so he can stay healthy. He has an iPhone, so he can swipe on girls that are too young for him. And he also has a VR headset, so he can watch porn and imagine just for once in his life that he's not over 40 and still alone. Aww.
Yeah, again, difficult to argue with any of that. Hannah is Jewish. But she doesn't actually really identify with Israel because she's never had a successful occupation. That said, she has actually been enjoying the recent conflicts going on because it's a nice change for Hannah to see other Jews bombing for once. I lost him. Final one, I promise. Actually, Hamas tried to recruit Hannah recently. They wanted to set up a command center in her cavernous vagina.
All right, that's the round.
Watch it. First of all, I like that battle. I thought that was funny.
Should have went first.
Yeah, my bad.
Shout out James for looking like I guess European Ryan Nesson.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah, definitely Ryan
with
Nesson.
a little mustache there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I loved watching James as comics, right? One of the most fucked up things about us is, like, we love watching friends be uncomfortable on stage.
Correct.
You know what I mean? Like, it's one of my favorite things in the world to watch one of my friends bomb. Not from any sort of malicious place, but just like you're in the back of the room, like you feel you've been there, you know what I mean? And especially if they're acknowledging the bomb and like very much aware of it, to watch James ride the roller coaster of doing really well at the beginning, then completely losing the crowd with the fat jokes, then kind of pulling the nose up on the fat jokes with that trigonometry pie joke, which was really good.
It was really good.
Then diving back down with the fat joke. And then at the end, like the successful occupation, he was back up and he could have stopped there, but then he he added like more Jew stuff and ended with a cavernous vagina that they didn't like at all. It was just so funny watching
cavernous
him.
vagina that they didn't like at all. Don't talk about Hannah like that.
He didn't know when to stop, and it was delightful. I really enjoyed that. And from Hannah's perspective, I really admire as a writer the things that she did, whether or not they connected all the time. The running bit of the Love Actually, I thought was really funny, and tying it together at the end. The callback on the sailboat, which is like the original sailboat joke, didn't hit for me, but then the idea of his cat leaving him to drive a sailboat was kind of silly. So I enjoyed what she did from a writing perspective, and she took some like risks with her writing, which I appreciate.
No, Barcelona, I apologize. That was well done, James and Hannah. I mean, yeah, clearly these guys deserve to be on this episode and deserve to be on the podcast and deserve to be in the league. Sorry about that, Barcelona.
You didn't even say anything fucked up last week. We were just running over time, and you were like, "Let's just move on."
Oh yeah,
you didn't even talk shit, so you don't have to apologize. You're good.
Thank you, Commish.
Yeah.
Yeah, fuck you, Barcelona.
Now, if anybody is going to eat crow in this episode, it's going to be me over the next battle. If it's good.
Okay.
If it's good, we're going to find out. We're going to judge it. But you didn't talk shit on Barcelona last week. I talked a healthy amount of shit on Australia.
Yes, you did.
And I'm doing it from the perspective of a loving father who sees their son heading down the wrong path. And they want to get him right. It came from a place of love. I want Australia to succeed. They're kicking off the season. They sent me an off-season battle, and we're gonna watch it right now, and then we will judge honestly and accordingly.
Deal.
This is Lachlan McAllister versus Jackson Stewart from the land down under. Here it is.
Ladies and gentlemen, final battle! Lachlan McAllister, Jackson Stewart, let's roast!
Hey, what can I say about Jackson that hasn't already been yelled at him from a school bus? Jackson's been doing pretty well recently. He recently did the Comedy Store. He's also recently been featured on The Age as an unnamed male comedian. Relax, man.
Lachlan has a face that only a mother could love, which is lucky because otherwise he'd still be a virgin.
I've brought more women back to the house than you have. And by more...
That's Siege's fault.
By more, I mean one. There's one between us. Alright. Jackson's got a big penis, allegedly. What a waste. It's like giving a homeless guy a welcome mat.
Allegedly, you can fucking see that, Paul. Jesus.
Yeah, got a big hog, what can I say?
He does.
Lachlan once got in trouble with the police for having a fake ID. Yeah, he kept trying to sneak into blue light discos. Blue light discos are underage discos?
They're underage? Jackson looks like a trans athlete who's not allowed to play because the netballers are too mean to him.
Lachlan's dumb. In fact, he's so dumb, he thought Epstein Bar was a place he could go to find underage chicks and not the cause of mononucleosis.
Science joke.
Jackson works for his dad. Now, a lot of people reckon he only got the job because of nepotism, which is not true. He had to fuck the boss like everyone else.
Nice.
Why'd they name you Jackson when you blew your dad?
What?
Had to get a
Yeah, no, in all seriousness though, Lachlan is pretty funny. Funny looking on account he had cancer as a child.
I made that up, dude. I just did it for a minute. Alright, I got one more, right?
Yeah, last one.
Jackson looks like the kid from Round the Twist. Have you ever felt like this? When strange things happen when you sucked your dad's dick?
A lot of people say that Lachlan is an incel. I know that's not true on account of the multiple rape allegations.
Get off Lachlan Jackson!
Oh my God! All right, I'll semi-apology. I'll go halfway. That was fun.
Had the chemistry you're looking for in a battle. They're roommates, I guess.
Yeah.
I got from that battle. I gathered from that battle. Love the Christopher Walken in the corner.
Yeah, I noticed that too. Is that? Yeah, I'm not gonna get into it.
I
Never
guess
mind.
not. Yeah,
I'm not gonna get too into the Christopher Walken. I have questions, but we're gonna move on.
Yeah, Lachlan McAllister, Jackson Stewart. Yes, very. I guess east side of Caucasia mountain names.
Yes.
Very. Yeah. I guess not even Game of Thrones. That's more like Lord of the Rings.
Yeah. Definitely. Chemistry was there. There were some good jokes. There were certainly some jokes I didn't understand. The first joke about he was on whatever show as
Some
unknown
local
comic.
Catch It Predator show.
I'm sure it was a great joke. The crowd reacted like it was a great joke. I didn't understand it at all. There were a few of them. But overall, I thought most of the jokes hit for me. Flexing when your opponent accuses you of being a rapist is a wild rebuttal, but he pulled it off. Shout out to the DJ who had an itchy trigger finger the entire time. That dude was just firing on all cylinders.
As if that battle was just like rocking.
Yeah. It was good. It was solid.
Yeah.
I don't know if it was two Lil Jon drops in the same battle. Good.
Right.
But it was good. I did enjoy the joke writing. So, I think that they have a solid foundation. If you get guys like this, the joke writing is that good. The chemistry is there. They're roommates. That helps. One of them has a big dick. Those are the keys to a good roast battle.
Right. Yeah. Get more anorexic Rod Stewart type guys and autistic John Mayers. Yeah.
Which one's which? A classic roast battle question. Which one is which? I really wish, by the way, because I'm always evaluating these things as a writer, and like the Epstein bar thing. Like when I saw this battle, I was like, I'm running through my head, like, what are the different ways you could do? Because he chose to do it in like a jokey thing where it's like, he thought it was this and not the cause of mononucleosis, which is probably how you have to do it. Because I don't know if it's a well-known enough term. But I'm like, can you set it up a different way to make it like, I don't know. I love the pieces of that joke. Epstein bar, I think working on both those levels is I'm getting into nerdy like writing shit now.
Yeah, I mean, you're right. There was some foundation missing, I guess, or some pieces missing, and maybe the house of that joke.
He might have built the house the right way. I'm just like, man, I think there's another way you build it where it's a mansion. But
you need more open concept, you're saying.
Yeah, exactly. The floor plan left a little bit to be desired, but man, it was so funny the way he did it.
Execution worked, yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm just, I'm always wondering stuff like that. But shout out to Australia. This was a fun battle. This was there was really not a bad one in the bunch this week.
No, but I mean, obviously we had a favorite.
Atlanta was special.
And I said stateside. Sorry, Montreal, you're not stateside. You guys are, whatever.
Yeah, it's
international.
Fine. Everybody knew what you meant.
Yeah, but they're badass. I fucking love Montreal.
Yeah, I know. It's going to be a fun season. It officially kicks off next week. We will be ranking battles. We'll be getting into it. We will have, at the end of the episode, we will have the very, very, very early front runners in the divisions. I'm looking forward to it. I'm excited.
Me too. Let them know where they can find us.
They can find us at Roast Battle on Instagram. Subscribe if you haven't already. Click that subscribe button here on YouTube. We also have a TikTok. I'm too old to know what that is, but I assume it's at Roast Battle.
At Roast_Battle.
Oh, really? We had to do the underscore?
Yeah, we didn't get to it first.
Somebody stole Roast Battle on TikTok?
Yeah, so we got Roast_Battle. Whoever has Roast Battle, give it back to us.
Yeah, what the fuck, dude? What are they doing with that?
Yeah, unless you're from, I guess, Australia, then they're never giving it back because you hate them.
Yeah, no, that's fair. That's fair, and I deserve that, so I apologize for that. Yeah, excited for the season to start next week. Any final thoughts?
Let's roast!